What's up? So today I was thinking this is a crazy angle, but it's fine. Today I was at my job and I was thinking about consistency, something I've been thinking about a lot. And I just if you if you choose one thing to be consistent at and say you're consistent at that thing for 6 months. I've never done anything except brush my teeth for 6 months straight. My teeth look pretty good. My teeth were yellow in middle school. Why? I didn't brush them every day. I can't lie. Today, if I went a day without brushing my teeth, I would notice, especially in public. I'd be like, "Oh shoot, I forgot to brush my teeth." I would notice, I would feel. What I'm saying is my teeth look good. They used to not look good. Why do they look good? Because I brush them every day. If I were to actually do something consistently for 6 months, say every single day, what would I gain from that? What would the result be? If I do these videos every day for 6 months, what will I have to show for it? What will the result be? Probably better communication, a trust in myself to get things done, expansive creativity and thoughts, because the more you do something, the more ways you think of doing it. And these are things that are coming to me right now. The main thing I want to point out is, what will I have? I will have these videos to show. I will have some, and this is specific to this idea, but I will have something that I can show for my time. And that might not be valuable to anyone other than me, but it will be valuable to me because I will be able to see what I was thinking about 5 months ago. And now I will be able to line up with what I've been currently thinking 5 months from now. And what does that mean? It means I have this catalog of data of my life. And that's like not even so important. That's like that's baseline value. But so imagine you do something for 6 months. Imagine like what else could that do for you? What else could that bring to your life? This idea of consistency is not something I know much about because I haven't implemented it. So I can only speak in figurative language because I don't know the experience. I don't know what it actually feels like. I don't know what it actually does. But I imagine when you do know what it feels like, it's probably a superpower. It's probably a strength. I've been texting people that have been in my life. I do this. I text people, I reach out to them who have been in my life. The funny thing about this, it's not funny. I actually crashed out the other day because I was thinking about friends and how I don't really have any, or I don't have many. But I reach out to people. The funny thing about that is they don't usually reach out to me. Like sometimes I'll like think of someone and I'm like, dang, I wonder what they're doing. So I'll reach out, I'll text them. And then they don't get back. They don't even get back to me for days. I'm going somewhere with this. They don't get back to me for days. So the thought that went through my mind today is, and then we have a little conversation, we text and it falls apart. We get like 2 sentences out of each other because they're not really giving me much. I try to give something that they could like feed off of if they want to know more. They don't give me enough to even like follow up with the question sometimes. So I'm like, you know what? And then I kind of question to myself, I'm like, well, actually, do I even care about where this person is at? And I do, but not enough. Why? Because I don't see them every day, because I'm not consistent with them. So there's only so much we can get, only so many places we can get, only so deep we can go through text. Like sometimes it'll get longer. It'll be like, hey, you want to hang out? We'll hang out. And then we hang out once. Sometimes we hang out and we hang out a few times. but sometimes it just falls apart. And the thing about that, I've talked about it in old videos, losing friends, but this is less about that. This is more about consistency. The thought that stood out was, who are the people that I see consistently? What comes of those relationships? And sometimes you can't force that. That's regardless of the point. What I'm talking about is the consistency. I don't text the people that I have deep connection with. I talk to them in person, face to face, because we see each other. We hang out, we spend time together. And there's a level of that can become complacent, like where you get to a certain point where it's like, all right, we're just gonna like chill. But that's such a beautiful thing, and I wish I had that with more people. I wish I was able to just chill in the presence of my friends. I wish I had more friends that I could do that with. Right now I just have like one. But what I'm talking about is the consistency. It means something deeper. Like, you can, and I'm not even gonna explain it, but there are things you know about each other. There are behaviors, and I'll be honest. So I'll get jealous sometimes of seeing people interact in front of me because I'm like, these two people are close, and I'm not there. And sometimes I'm like, dang, I want to be close to that one person. But like sometimes it just doesn't happen like that. It has to be a mutual thing. Please go. I have the yield. Thank you. And yeah, I don't want to ramble for too long. What I'm saying is like the difference between me texting someone I haven't seen in a while and me like actually having a connection with someone, it's almost, and I feel bad saying this because I have so many different thoughts about this idea, because I think humans are the most important part of life, but at the same time humans are the worst part of life, and they're like the reason things are terrible sometimes. But anyway, that's all up to us, and that's a responsibility I have to take on for myself. I have to become someone that I want to see in society. So that's a challenge for myself. That's a responsibility I have to take on for myself. If it actually does hurt me or make me feel a type of way, I have to take that responsibility upon my own shoulders. But back to the conversation. The consistency is valuable, is fruitful. When you text like that, this is actually wasting time. Especially, I think I should get to a point where I recognize, like, there was a person in my life in this season. Why were we friends? Maybe figure it out. Maybe it's because we lived together. Maybe it's because other people were friends with. If you did not continue that bond, give it up. And I've seen titles on YouTube. I've seen like people talk about. I haven't seen a bunch of them, but it's like, don't go back to that old town. Don't go back to that old relationship. And it's true, because it's like, if it didn't work out then, and hopefully you're getting better, why would it work out now? You should be a better version than you were then, Lord willing. Anyway, feed into the relationships that you actually have, the ones that are already founded, the ones that are already firm. And relationships will come, people will come, opportunities will come that you can grab onto and develop those ones. I'm not really talking about going and like achieving stuff right now. I'm talking about what's already there, be aware of what's already there. It's there now, so treat it valuably, treat it with love, so that it's almost a waste to text someone. Like, sometimes it's nice to check on them, maybe you should have, because they're maybe feeling low or whatever, but it's really the relationships that are consistent that are the ones that count, the ones that matter. So put your focus into those ones. Put your focus into the things you can do every day. Don't put your focus onto the things that are going to be like minute details, And there's like an ebb and flow to that. Like I talk about, like, you might be a marketer and then there's this event. It's like, yeah, put your all into that event because it's connected to this thing. If it's connected to it, be there. But if it's like disconnected, it's like off here, it's like off kilter, it's a random opportunity that you like might want to try, like, and you have to do that at certain points. You have to be like, okay, I'm going to try this and I'm going to go for this. But when you decide to do that, you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent at it, or else it's going to mean nothing, or else it's going to get you nowhere. It's not going to last. It's not going to sustain. And what you sustain is most important. I'm excited for the day when I have more thoughts to articulate about this idea. But this is all I have for now, but I want to put it in front of you, Think about this. Be consistent. I don't want to ramble on and on. That's what I've been thinking about today.